Good morning, guys. I'm going to take you down what I call political sign rally. How do you even make sense out of all of that?
I would say I'd support the Democratic Party just based on the sort of equal opportunity, socially wise. You know, everyone deserves health care, everyone deserves voting rights, everyone deserves bodily autonomy and reproductive rights, rights to abortion, immigration. Everyone deserves a place in this country.
Republican Party is more God and family based than the Democratic Party. When you encompass things such as abortion on demand, keep the girl sports free of the guys, the Planned Parenthood, not to legalize marijuana, I think that all falls under whereas Christians are faith. So I believe that's the reason I would vote for them.
The materials that we have for voting, for helping people understand how to vote, are just ridiculous. The booklet I got was, I want to say, about 70 to 80 pages. It was overwhelming, and I have a master's in English. So the common person is voting, and yet we don't have resources that are non-biased a lot of time and just simplified. So I think a lot of people are just voting along party lines because it's simpler, right? Group it all together and just make assumptions off that.
I adamantly abhor the propaganda and rhetoric that's in the common media channels, so I do everything I can to try and avoid it. I don't watch TV channels or news programs. What I do use is I go to Ballotpedia, I think is what they call it, Ballotpedia, and I use this Ballotpedia. It gives information on who she is, where she's from, what other offices she's held, and then it gives all these links here.
Came home yesterday to find this hanging on my door. Even better is that on the flip side of the actual door hanger, it tells you who the Apex Democrats recommend voting for, which is a nice cheat sheet for people that perhaps don't have the time, don't make the time to do their own research, and just want a quick cheat sheet of what candidates support similar values.
Honestly, the primary area where I get a lot of stuff is actually from social media, particularly Twitter. A lot of things just kind of tend to pop up considering local people that I follow that are super active in the political space, and just kind of naturally being fed things via the algorithm on Twitter. And then I'll, for better or for worse, tend to look at some of the discourse in the comments on Twitter, even though it typically isn't super productive. The other social media site that I use a lot is Reddit, really to get less algorithmic things and more focused on my kind of local area. It's typically not conversations that I tend to get into with my immediate neighbors or people around me, because it can go south very fast.
This is the 2022 Justice is on the ballot. All the different topics are on the headline. Here we have all the different candidates here local, also by different districts, which is really cool. And it goes through everything that is going to be in the upcoming election in November. I don't really like the way that political campaigns are run right now. I feel like they should have more face-to-face meetings with people. And I also feel like they shouldn't be allowed to continually put down other people or lie about the people they're running against.
Tune into The View or tune into MSNBC. Tune into Fox News, catch a little Tucker Carlson or Hannity. And, you just see how absurd the whole thing gets.